Welcome to Gamble Pavilion and Stores for round number 55 of one of the great rivalries in women's college basketball, UConn and Notre Dame. Welcome to what will be a raucous building. It's a whiteout, $2 beer night. Huskies will be wearing the throwbacks again tonight to honor the 2003 and 4 national champions. The 13 and 14 teams are here as well.
The Notre Dame weekend was probably one of the most impactful weekends that we've had here. The entire weekend was just a celebration really of those amazing championship teams and those amazing players, and to have so many of them come back and take part in it, it was an unforgettable weekend really.
Just to see all the alumni and just the family camaraderie that UConn has always had. It's the reason why you come here, the culture and the family.
Seemed like they're about to pick up a ball and go play pickup.
The way they all interact with each other, younger players, older players, coaches, I mean, it's just so pure, natural, and it's just like a family.
You can feel the electricity in the building. Big game time, big atmosphere, something for fans to be excited about.
It's electric here in Gamble Pavilion. Should be a whole lot of fun tonight.
Jason Sudeikis in the building, a big fan of women's sports.
Students are in sync over there. They're ready to roll.
All right, it's Watson in the center circle with Edwards. Tap one, and Westbeld grabs it for the Irish. Hidalgo on the right goes left in the lane. Teardrop floater, front rim, backboard and in.
Every year, whether it's there, whether it's here, there's always intensity during the game. The two teams have a tremendous history going back. Every game we've played against them has been a big game, and so many of them have been in the NCAA tournament in the Final Four.
Edwards top of the key, a long two, and it's good, and that's a good sign.
Chases it down, gathers it, pumps, gets to the bucket right now.
Backers to the front court in the 12-12 tie, crossover dribble, pull-up jumper, bingo.
I kind of grew up with the UConn-Notre Dame rivalry. I know what it is before every game, no matter where teams are ranked. It's always going to be a battle, always going to be a great game, and obviously a lot of history behind it.
At the right elbow, foul line extended, picks up her dribble, gives to Hidalgo, but Beckers with the strip and steal.
This Ashley Shane can put the biscuit in the basket.
This is a player who first 9 games of her career averaged under 7 points a game, and since then, 16. She's found her confidence.
Here's Hidalgo with numbers, driving right against Arnold to the rim, off balance, banks it in. 23-18, that ends the run. Arnold looks to answer and knocks down a triple.
So right now, 30-18, Connecticut.
Obviously, it was a back-and-forth game. I felt like it was a game of huge runs, whether they went up a lot or we went up a lot.
At the half, it's Notre Dame 44 and UConn 35.
This Beckers straightaway jumper. Momentum starting to shift a little bit in favor of Connecticut. A steady dive on Aaliyah Edwards. 16 now.
Shade to the rim, in. Tough crossover, strong move. And Shades and doubles with 10. 46-40.
Yeah, I heard about everything that went on during the game after the game, and then I saw it on social media, Stewie going into the student section.
I mean, if there's ever an opportunity for me to one day as an alumni come back and into this atmosphere, it would be amazing. I would definitely do something like that.
Beckers counted 48-46, a crowd back in the game now. Edwards shows it, lefty up and down.
Here's Edwards, goes left, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 50.
KK all day.
As Hidalgo goes up and misses the first. Missed it both, but yeah, it's loud in here. Pack with the ball, gives to Arnold on the right. Inside, hands off, Jade, lays it in. Huskies have responded with a 22-10 third.
Hidalgo, and a foul coming up. This one against Mule. Connecticut struggling with their depth, so with Mule fouling out, Gino Oriana telling us yesterday that he's only going to play 7.
I felt like I was the reason that we lost that game because I wasn't even available to help my team on the court, and being on the sidelines, not even being able to help my teammates has taken a little toll on me, and made me realize that I have to work harder and pay more attention in practice. So.
Nika's a huge piece for our team, offensively, defensively. So when she fouled out, it was a huge hit to us. I felt like we definitely could have weathered the storm better, but losing a huge piece like that in Nika was tough.
Well, I think it showed that we can't function without Nika on the court. That's how much she means to us. And I think it helped Nika understand that I got to be in the game. In order for me to impact the game, I have to be in the game.
On the beautiful campus of Villanova University, it's Finneran Pavilion, where the 11th-ranked UConn Huskies take on their longtime Big East rival, the Villanova Wildcats. UConn undefeated in Big East play, but coming off a tough loss Saturday at home to Notre Dame, looking to get back to their winning ways here in Philly tonight.
Every game after a loss is huge, not just because of, we need a win just because we lost, but it's also because, we need to get our groove back. We need to get our game back. We need to get our confidence back. That was kind of taken away from us in that game.
Huskies need Nika Mühl on the floor, both offensively and defensively.
They are such a better team with her on the floor. She provides not only a defensive presence and an offensive presence, but there is a toughness and a heart and soul to Nika Mühl that can't be replaced.
UConn in the national flag blue road uniforms, Villanova in the home whites, and the Wildcats win the toss to start us off. Villanova lost the all-time leading scorer in program history to graduation at the end of last season. Somebody stepping up to take her place.
How about Lucy Olson? Doubled her scoring numbers from last year to this year. The junior is having a spectacular season.
Me and Lucy have been going at it for a couple years now. I feel like everybody knows that. I feel like at the end of the day, we respect each other as players a lot. She's one of the best scorers in the nation, so I kind of wanted that job. I kind of always want that job of guarding the best players, and I feel like we did a great job as a team. I think I did a good job individually.
Olsen guarded by Mühl. Good foot movement by Mühl to get back in position, and a steal.
Really good double team there.
Becker's on the run. Take it all the way to the rim, and got it. How about the Huskies going really quickly in the shot clock? Edwards with still 22 to shoot, and the ball's up and in the basket.
Our transition offense this season is very important. It's crucial to us. We make a lot of stops and make a lot of plays on that end, and it leads to us being successful on the offensive end. I think it helps push our tempo.
It's like they're taking their transition defense into offense. They're attacking. Villanova's not stopping them, and they're attacking. It's really been effective.
Edwards left alone as Dawson was down behind the play.
That's where you do a good job running the floor as a post player. Paige Beckers will find you.
Final score, UConn 81 and Villanova 60.
No Husky played all 40, but Nika Mühl and Paige Beckers played the most, both 39 minutes. Speaking of Nika, she finishes with 12, 10 assists for double-double number 2 this season.
Nika, come here. Nika, come here, girl. Number 6.
Last year, the last time St. John's played at UConn, a huge upset of the number 4 Huskies. The biggest ranked win for St. John's in over a decade.
You better believe that Gino Auriemma has not forgotten that.
Well, we talked about how easy the game down there was last year, and then it was a complete flip when they came up here. This year we played great there, and we were really, really good again. So we reminded them when we came back and getting ready to play them here, let's not have a repeat of the year before where we played great there and won handily, and then all of a sudden we come here and have a repeat of what happened. So yeah, there was a lot of talk before that game about that.
UConn wins the tap as we are underway. Shea the lead for Beckers, good funnel forward, Edwards! Right back to Edwards. She has been dominant, blocking foul. Chance for an and one.
Yeah, I just remember every time Aaliyah got the ball, she scored. So we were just trying to feed Aaliyah.
Every year she has advanced in everything that she does. Except maybe last year she had a better 3-point because she had 100%. She had that 1 out of 1.
Edwards having herself a day.
I got gigawatts flowing through my body. Hyper beams all up in my bloodstream. Gigawatts.
5 on 4, Edwards bucket! And last bucket for Edwards broke the threshold of 1,600 career points. She has passed Swin Cash on the all-time list today. Edwards, her first career 30-point game.
Hey, see y'all next game day.
Yeah, right after St. John's, the Seton Hall home game was one of the weirdest games that we were involved in this year. We were in a little bit of a slump shooting the ball.
We shot terribly in the first half. I think personally I was like 0 for 6 from 3 in the first half.
But our defense was just incredible.
I feel like in those situations our defense has to be even better, which I feel like in that Seton Hall game it really was. We wouldn't have won the game otherwise.
And not the prettiest performance, but it's a win. And UConn's Gino Auriemma becomes the fastest coach of the 3 that have 1,200 wins to get to that milestone. Wonder what the team will do for Gino.
I don't know.
As far as, you know, us going 8 for 30 from the three-point line, that just happens some days. Some days that happens. We didn't necessarily hang our heads. We didn't stop playing defense. A lot of times when teams don't make shots, they don't play defense either. Good night for us on the defensive end. Take a day off tomorrow, get away from the court for a while, and let's come back Friday and Saturday and get ready for Sunday.
So now, Debbie, it's on to Sunday. South Carolina. It's going to be nuts there.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah! After that, we knew 1,201 was going to be a lot harder, and you know, because we're at South Carolina.
South Carolina, I remember the atmosphere. I think it was a whiteout for them. They had the towels blazing, so that was cool to play in. I feel like our transition defense was the thing that killed us the most.
So it was a great environment to play in. I felt like, you know, I feel like we needed that game because that's what gets you ready for March. I mean, ultimately, you know, you never know where you're going to play, who are you going to play against, what's the environment going to be like, and I feel like it was really good for us.
It was a little bit of an offensive struggle in the beginning. We tried to play at a really fast pace, and I thought we kind of set the tempo and made them play the same way. They were just better at it than we were the first half. They made a lot of shots, we missed a lot of shots. But in the second half, I think it was a 4-point game. I think they beat us by 4 in the second half. Well, we knew that was going to be difficult. We knew that was going to be a really hard game. You know, it's hard to win at South Carolina.
Final from Gamble. UConn 85 and Georgetown 44 as the parents begin to make their way to the entrance for senior night, which for the first time will be held after a game.
Nika, her family is from Croatia, so they don't get to come out here for games as much, so to have them here and have them celebrating her was huge.
Just amazing. And obviously all the other players' families welcomed them amazingly. And they've been my second families when my family wasn't here sometimes.
It feels like just yesterday we were coming in during COVID and we're playing UMass Lowell in our first game in front of cardboard people. It's just like we've been through so much together, so much adversity, and it's only made us closer and stronger. And these guys are my sisters for life.
Yeah, we played basketball here together. Yeah, we won some games here together. We lost some games here together, you know. Those are gonna be my sisters 20 years from now when nobody's gonna be playing basketball.
The biggest part of senior night was interacting with the crowd after the game.
Don't get me started with that. I don't even know where to start.
It's been an honor and pleasure to play in front of you.
I don't like to get emotional anymore because I've been so emotional this year with everything.
I wouldn't trade you guys for the world, man. You guys are family.
Me, Nika, Paige, Aubrey. It was a great night to celebrate us, and I had lots of fun.
I want you guys to continue all the love and support because we're not done yet!
Awesomely, me and Aubrey got to announce that we were coming back.
First, I just want to start off by saying thank you for everybody here. Thank you for making these 4 years special to me. And have you guys heard I'm coming back next year I know everybody wants me to address the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, this will not be my last senior night here at
UConn. The eternal flame, it causes a shake in my car, and it's gonna get loud. Can't believe what is not true. How could I ever doubt you? I am here. I was born to rise.
I think we're playing great basketball right now. You sort of get excited for March and what that can bring, but we also wanted to finish the regular season strong and go undefeated in the league. I think we're continuing to build momentum in practice, in games, and just trying to figure out the best basketball we can play in March.
UConn, a season-high 20-0 run The Huskies win it by 46.
The way I remember this regular season, and I say this every year, as the toughest one yet.
First of all, I didn't think it could get worse than it was last year, and it did, and I didn't think it was possible.
It's been hard to lose like teammates throughout the season. For me personally, I know what it's like to go through the ACL injuries, to go through surgeries, to go through major injuries. We've just relied on each other, prayed for each other, and just sort of just banded together to keep each other strong.
The Huskies, the top seed in the Big East tournament. They beat Creighton by 20, and they clinch a share of the regular season championship, where they can win it outright Sunday in Chicago.
A lot of times, if you're playing a lot of freshmen, you got major problems.
Me, Aaliyah, and Nika look around, and it's just all just young guys around us, like every single one of them.
In a normal world, normal year at UConn basketball, Ice, Q, Ash, AK, they would be like supporting players, you know? We throw them out there, and it was just sink or swim, and they handled it great. We certainly wouldn't be Big East champions if it wasn't for them.
104-67. The UConn Huskies are the Big East Conference champions.
That's all I've known at UConn is me, Nika, Aaliyah, every single time. We're hanging out at the apartments, I just try to cherish it.
Every game can be your last, and especially having in the back of your mind that, oh, it might actually be your last. It makes you work harder, it makes you want it harder.
The regular season is over. 18-0 in the Big East.
This was probably the most rewarding, most gratifying of all the Big East championships because of the circumstances that we won it under.
Yeah, I'm super excited. You spend your whole life preparing on the playground as a little kid in March Madness. It's what you work for.
Super ready, been preparing, and I'm prepared.
I'm impatient. I can't wait to get out of this chair and go play.
We're just kids who like the dark, tattoo arms and bleeding hearts. Wanna tear the world apart, well I do too. We've been hiding underground, we've been making quiet sound.